Do you remember in the fire type gym where I said all fire type Pokemon are just an animal on fire? Turns out there's a worse type than that. The fighting type. They're all just animals that want to punch you in the face. Multiple times. Just push, push. I can't get my leg up that high. I'm not going to try to. There's a wall right there. I might just slam into that if I'm not careful. But anyways, since all the Pokemon and the fighting type are just punchy, we're going to lean into it for this gym. No brains over brawn, just all out brawn. Straight up muscle. Muscle that I do not have. Seriously, there's like nothing going on here. I genuinely think any fighting type Pokemon could beat me up very easily. I'll be like that punching bag in the corner of the gym that's all like tattered and just falling to pieces but somehow holding on. So when you enter this gym, it'll look like an actual gym. Like the one that the punching bag's in. There'll be weights, treadmills, mats to spar on, whatever else you find in a gym. I'll be honest, I've never really stepped foot in one. Hence the lack. But running through the gym above all the other equipment are balance beams. You have to carefully make your way across them to reach me at the other end. But anytime you fall off, you'll have to face a trainer. In a Pokemon battle, not in a fisticuffs battle. Don't worry, you're not going to get decked in the face. And they will have the biggest, brawniest fighting types like Machamp, Conkeldurr, Pangoro, Annihilate. Basically any fighting type Pokemon that will have no qualms in beating you up. Which, quite frankly, might be all of them. But eventually, you'll make your way across the balance beams because your balance is impeccable and reach me, the gym leader. Now, you'll notice that I'm not as muscular as all the trainers in this gym. I'm not built like a bodybuilder. Yeah, I may have lied a touch about the theme of this gym. All the trainers are about straight up brawn, but I'm more about finesse. Using a little bit of brains to find your opponent's weak spots. And I'll be finding your weak spots in our battle. And the battle will begin. Up first is Flamigo, a Pokemon that spends quite a lot of time on one leg. It knows a thing or two about balance. And those legs will be dishing out some powerful kicks, with it knowing Double Kick and Mega Kick. It's also got Acrobatics, a flying move that doubles in power when the user isn't holding an item, and then Throat Chop. It's a little bit of coverage for any Psychic or Ghost types you may have bought. But you managed to take down my Flamigo, which means you're on to my next Pokemon, showing its amazing finesse through its dancing. It's Hisuian Lilligant. And it will keep dancing as it sets onto the field, as it sets up with Victory Dance, a move that raises the user attacks, defense, and speed stat. And with those stat boosts, it'll be using powerful Leaf Blades, as well as Ice Spinner for any flying types you may have bought. And then it's got a powerful fighting type move in Axe Kick, a 120 base power move that has the drawback of damaging the user if it misses. But that Axe Kick isn't enough to stop you, and you knock out my Lilligant, which means I'm on to my third Pokemon, Gallade. In Scarlet and Violet, it got a new ability called Sharpness, which raises the power of any slicing moves. And it will be slicing up your Pokemon with moves like Psycho Cut and Sacred Sword, both of which get stabbed for its respective typings. And it's got coverage in more slicing moves of Night Slash and Leaf Blade. Those swords in its elbow are gonna be putting in work. But some of your Pokemon survived the slicing onslaught, which means you're on to my final Pokemon, and it's the one that captures the idea of finesse the best. My ace, Mienshao. With those fur whips, it'll be striking your Pokemon down in style. When it enters the field, it'll get a quick Fake Out off, flinching whatever Pokemon you have out. And it's also got Drain Punch to try and keep itself healthy. And then it's got a little bit of coverage in Bounce and Poison Jab, which is very helpful for any fairy types that you may have bought. Let's see you finesse your way out of this one. Oh, you did. You're a strong trainer. I should never doubted that you'd be able to take down my Mienshao and defeat my gym. To commemorate your win, I'll reward you with the Finesse Badge, as well as the TM for Drain Punch. Keeping yourself healthy is a smart move to make. And that's my fighting gym. I was able to find a theme somewhere in there amongst all the punchy Pokemon. But what would your fighting gym look like? Be sure to let me know in the comments below, and whilst you're down there, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the gyms in this series. How do I end a video about the fighting gym? Like I said, the fighting types just punch, 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 just